Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Pageant Mag Philippines live sessions. Yours truly, once again, Franz Rodriguez, your pageant correspondent. We are live simultaneously on our YouTube channel and, of course, on our Facebook page. Now, guys, if you are new to our YouTube channel, please don't hesitate to click to subscribe and click the bell notification, and also follow and like our Facebook page for more pageant updates. We are also on Instagram and TikTok, so please follow us or do follow us on all our social media platforms. Now, guys, if you have any questions later for our guest or to our guest, rather, please don't hesitate to drop your questions down below at the comment section. This episode is being brought to us once again by Celebrity, a celebration of tea of a lifetime. All right, so I believe that you are all excited to meet our guest for tonight. And our esteemed guest for tonight is a Mrs. Universe Philippines 2021 candidate hailing from the city of Manila. She is a single mother and a proud mother of three. She's the owner of Castec Contact Center Philippines, a BPO company, and GHVR Trading and Construction Company. She heads the League of Empowered Women and Vice President of Juanita Filipina. She was officially designated as a Lady Queen of World Class Excellence Awards and a part-time freelance commercial model and aspiring movie star. She co-hosts a lifestyle and entertainment show at TV31 ATC International with the Secretary of KDPP Director Erwana Arguelles. So guys, please to help me to welcome our guest with a virtual applause, the pride of City of Manila, Mrs. Christine Escalante. Hello, ma'am. Good evening
Hi.
to you.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Sir Francois, and to everyone who's watching right now. Hello, good evening, everyone.
Yes, good evening to you, ma'am. Chrizzie, right? So is it okay to call you Chrizzie?
Oh, sure, po. My friends call me Crazy, but some of my closest friends call me Teen. So, yeah, you can call me Crazy Boy. Any names that you want to call me, okay lang po.
Of course not. Sa ganda mong yan, hindi pwedeng any names. Diba? Hello, Sir Jason Flores Abaw. Good evening to you and thank you for watching. Well, ang dami nating viewers. Charot. Anyways, ma'am, seemingly that our introduction isn't enough yet to get to know you because as per your introduction there are a lot or there are so many things that we have to know about you still, right? So aside from what we have already mentioned during the introduction, what else are the interesting facts that we should know about you?
Yes, of course. Like what you had mentioned earlier, I am a proud mother of three beautiful children, namely Alexa Pearl Reuyan, Sean Timothy, and Yusha Valerie. And I'm actually the present vice president of Juanita Filipina Confederation, which we aims to empower each and every woman in the country. And I'm also the
Mhm.
president of League of Empowered Women in the Philippines, which we actually aims to help domestic women to give them support emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. And I'm
Mhm.
also the Lady Queen of WCEA, World Council Educators Association, a charity organization for professional helping children, elders, and disabled people, not just here in the Philippines, but in the whole world.
Wow. And oh, ma'am, parang may background, may echo sa inyo. Ano po
Yes.
pwede pong pakipatay lang po yung yung echo.
To my staff, Jay, medyo patayin mo lang doon ng konti. It's gonna be echoing. Yeah, it's okay na po. Wala na po
Yes
ba?
po. All right. Thank
Okay.
you so much po. Aha. All right. I watched Showtime kanina and was amazed how excellent she is a speaker. Very spontaneous indeed. A woman of some substance. All the best, Teeny. Oh, hi, Sir Alex Moiko.
Sir Alex, thank you so much. I hope I could meet you soon too.
There you go. So, Sir Alex Moiko is good evening to you pala, Sir Alex Moiko. And yes, may ano po, may nagtanong ng inyong products. All right, there you go. So, I noticed as well in here that you own Castec Contact Center Philippines. It's a BPO company. Can you tell us more about this?
Yes, to everyone, I own a BPO company, Costec Contact Center Philippines, which caters an international and local market. So basically, it's a BPO company.
Mm-hmm. And for some, well, not every one of us have an idea about BPO. Can you tell us about BPO?
Okay. When you say BPO, it's business processing outsourcing company. We're in
Mm-hmm.
international businesses, like let's say for example, this is just for example, okay, Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
okay. So they want to do a cost cutting with their businesses
Mm-hmm.
because in US it's actually a big amount of money that they're paying to their employees. It's an hourly rate in US. So what they
Mm-hmm.
usually do, they outsource it in nearby countries like a common is here in the Philippines, in India, or somewhere in Asia, so that they could
Mm-hmm.
save a lot of money, like almost 50% of it.
So this is the common term. Well, this is known to be this commonly known as call center, right?
Exactly. But when you
Mm-hmm.
say BPO, it also
Mm-hmm.
caters an IT side of it.
Mm-hmm.
So not just we cater like customer service, telemarketing, appointment setting,
Mm-hmm.
we also cater an IT side of it. That's why it's called
Mm-hmm.
BPO because it's a
All
mixed
right.
services that we actually offer. And for the
Mm-hmm.
information of everyone, you can check it out. We have our website. It's www.ccc-fields.com. So let me repeat that. It's www.ccc-fields.com, or you could actually check out our page. It's Costec Contact Center Philippines.
All right. Thank you so much for that, ma'am. And how long have you been running this kind of business, ma'am?
Actually, I started this kind of business, BPO company, since 2015. Yep, up until the
Mm-hmm.
present po.
So that's been 6 years from now. 6 years now.
Yes po, and it
Mm-hmm.
was really, this business is so challenging business for me because it's
Mm-hmm.
pandemic, right? I was
Mm-hmm.
supposed to fly back to US March 28th, when the pandemic started. So
Mm-hmm.
we got locked down, I guess, March 15. And
Mm-hmm.
then, flight ko actually no March 28th. So, hindi na natuloy yung paglipad ko to New York to sign a contract. May na-close sana ako na big campaigns. But, of course, this pandemic is so challenging. Not just me, but of course, to other business owners as well.
Exactly. I think that's one of the things that it really affected, that was really affected during the pandemic. So, and I can say that I'm one of them as well.
Yes po.
Mm-mm. And another business that you have is GHVR Trading and Construction Company. How long have you been running this, and can you tell us more about this, ma'am?
Yes, I started my company since 2013. This is a construction company wherein
Mm-mm.
I do bidding with government projects,
Mm-mm.
roads, highways, schools, something like that, and also for the private ones.
Mm-mm.
And it's also a challenging business. It's I can say that because it's pandemic and a lot of responsibilities is putting my shoulders in my hands, and
Mm-mm.
I have a lot of people to manage with this kind of business, and
Mm-mm.
government is having hard time paying those contractors, right, because of this pandemic. So yeah, a lot of challenge that I'm facing right now.
Well, ma'am, you're a woman. You're a woman. Yet you ventured into this kind of business. How did you start with it, ma'am? Or what inspired you rather to venture in this kind of business?
Since way back kasi, my friends was just telling me to put in or to venture with this construction business,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a good business naman kasi because you're earning a lot din talaga when you're a contractor. But napakahirap lang when you're in a government projects, kasi pag sa gobyerno kasi, yeah, it's assured na magbabayad sila. However, it takes time for us to be paid off. Pero,
Mm.
pero, pero, when it comes to income-wise, okay siya. So, it's a good
Mm-hmm.
business. Kaya lang, of
Oh.
course, you need to be pick-up accredited, especially yung construction business mo. So, you need to do a lot of seminars, Kosh and Bosch as
Mm-mm.
well. So, marami ding
Mm-mm.
seminars to become a government contractor. But, income-wise, it's okay. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Which one is much better, the call center or the BPO or the construction business?
Well, both naman po eh. So both naman po is a good business. Kaya lang
Mm-mm.
talagang this pandemic really talagang napaka talagang sobrang challenging yung nangyayari ngayon sa mga business owners
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.
right now. Kaya of course you need to balance everything. You need to balance your business, you need to balance your family, you need to
Mm-mm.
balance your people. So being an empowered woman, of course, kailangan marunong ka nun. You know how to balance well, you know how to do you to manage your schedule.
Mm-mm.
Time scheduling is very important.
Okay, so I can see that you have so many on your plate, right? So you are a businesswoman and you have other responsibilities aside from being a businesswoman. So how do you juggle all of this plus being a motherhood?
Yeah, that's a very good question, Sir Francois. Actually, being a mother of three children and being a
Mm-hmm.
businesswoman, I'm really different. When I'm at home, I really play like a kids, like act like a kids when it comes to playing with my kids, right? When it
Mm-hmm.
comes to my business, it's also different because I played like a role model to each and everyone, to my employees.
Mm-hmm.
So iba talaga siya. So I act differently when it comes to my family. I act differently when it comes to my business. And to, of course, I have responsibility as well to my community. Kasi may mga charity works ako na continuously tinutuloy. Kasi I'm an advocate woman in Manila.
Mm-hmm.
So part of it, I'm also helping people and doing charity works for the
Mm-hmm.
people of Manila, especially in Tondo, Manila. Yun talaga yung charity ko. And for Hospicio de San Jose, since when I was 16, I was really helping Hospicio de San Jose up until now. So yun yung mga
Mm-hmm.
social, kasi meron tayong family responsibility, social responsibility and charity, yung pagtulong
Mm-hmm.
natin sa iba, iba yon. May kanya-kanya kasi tayong responsibility sa mundong kinagagalawan natin. And I
That's
need to
right.
manage everything. Yes.
Mm-mm. That's right. So, which one is most difficult or more difficult na lang? Is it become being a mother or being a businesswoman, or what else? Or yeah, being a businesswoman, or personality.
Well, I think everything is a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Because right in my family, kasi I have like three kids and they're growing
Mm-mm.
up, and it's hard for me because I remember those times that my elder daughter told me that, "Mom, you're so busy. You didn't have time to to talk to us. You didn't have time to have a bonding with us, something like that." And
Mm-mm.
my daughter told me that, "Hey, Mom, how much are you earning for a day, or how much are you
Oh.
earning for like
Mm-hmm.
an hour of working or something like that?" So I just smiled and say, well, sometimes I'm earning, sometimes I'm not earning, because I'm doing this because I have a lot of people to help to. I have a lot of people that I need to, this is my responsibility to my employees, to other people and stuff. And she said, can you just cancel all your appointments today and do play with us, watch TV with us, and something like that. So I
Mm-hmm.
cried and I hugged my daughter. Okay, I'll do that. Because sometimes I really forgot that I have kids waiting for me.
Mm-mm.
I have kids that still wanting to play with me. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I focus on helping other people. I focus on doing my businesses, and having have dividing my time is a big challenge for me. But of course I need to tell my daughter, I need to make her understand that, hey, I have a responsibility to work on,
Mm-hmm.
something like this. And my daughter is very intelligent naman kasi. So, sabi niya, okay, after that day, so kinancel ko yung mga meetings ko and stuff. And then, eventually, kinabukasan, very happy siya, telling her classmates na, kasi ang daughter ko kasi may parental guidance pa rin sa akin eh. So, I make sure na
Mm-mm.
nakikita ko yung mga chats niya, kung sino yung mga kinakausap niya, and so on. Part
Mm-mm.
of the rated PG din naman. Kasi baka naman kung ano yung, di ba, right now,
Yes.
it's internet thing. So, maraming manloloko over the net, and talagang fini-filtered ko kung sino yung mga dapat kausapin sa hindi, to protect my
Uh-uh.
daughter as well. So,
That's right.
binuksan ko yung Facebook account niya, and she was talking to her classmates. Sabi niya, my mom had time with us. We played, we watched movies and so on. So, natuwa naman ako. At least yung anak ko, parang na-feel niya na I valued her and the
Mm-mm.
siblings.
Of course. 'Di ba kasi, of course, you've already canceled all your appointments for them. So, definitely, yun lang naman yung maliliit na bagay na madaling ma-appreciate ng mga bata. All right, ma'am. So, I can see that you're already an accomplished woman, no? Just based from the profile that we have just read a while back. So, what was the reason why you why you joined rather Mrs. Universe Philippines?
Okay. The reason why I joined Mrs. Universe Philippines, of course, to
Mm-hmm.
empower each and every woman. First, kasi I really want to empower women who lives in my city, Manila. Because everyone will follow Manila, right? Everyone will follow what I'm doing if I start in my own city. So I
Mm-hmm.
really want to tell each and every woman that, hey, you are a woman of worth. And because some of the women really thinks that they're misses, right? So they stayed at home, they
Mm-hmm.
wash the dishes, they just work for their kids and so on and so forth. But
Mm-hmm.
they need to understand that they are not just a woman working at home, cooking or something like that, but they need to understand that they're a woman of worth, a woman of value. And of
Mm-hmm.
course I really want to advocate my advocacy, of course, because one of my advocacy is that I really want to promote it, to give home to the homeless and to
Mm-hmm.
re-energize Manila, which is rich in culture, heritage, and arts. And of course, appreciating its history by cleaning dirty walls, constructing infrastructure to become the first-rate tourist destination, offering more business and job opportunities. Sabi ko nga, pag may negosyo, may trabaho, walang gutom at may kapayapaan. And thank you for the government officials and private individuals who's helping me to achieve my advocacy, helping other people as well for the city of Manila, and to become
Mm-hmm.
an advocate and empowered woman to other women as well, not just in Manila but of course in whole country.
Yes, 'di ba? Parang ano na 'to, parang parang Q&A portion na 'to, Ma'am, I just want to remind you, ma'am, that this is not yet a Q&A portion, ma'am, It's just a casual interview, ma'am. Okay. All right.
Thank
So,
you.
so we really wanted to get to know you more, ma'am. So, I think our game definitely fits you. So somehow, to reveal something that you have that people don't know actually about you. Okay. Are you ready
Sure
for
po.
this, ma'am?
Oh, sure, sure. Oh my God.
Okay. So, all right. Let's start off with. Have you ever had gotten in trouble at school or at church?
Well, not that I can remember. No, I'm not a troublemaker kasi. No.
All right. So, have you ever had something embarrassing moment that ever happened to you?
Oh yeah, I remember those time when I actually fly to New York for a business training. I got
Mm-hmm.
my menstruation and it marks at the back of my pants because it's a color white. I was walking at the airport and going to the meeting. No one told me that I have like a tagos, when
Yeah,
you get the
period.
menstruation. So
Uh-uh.
no one actually told me that, hey, you have your period, you have your tagos at your, because I
Mm-hmm.
was wearing a I'm sorry, I was wearing a white pants that time, so no one told
Mm-hmm.
me. And I was in a presentation, business presentation, and everyone was looking at me. No one told me that, hey, something like that. So but suddenly one of the I went to the bathroom, and the janitress there told me that, hey ma'am, you have, tagos at your back, you take a look at it. And I was just, oh my god. Oh my god. I was like, oh my god. Sinasabi ko na nga, may tagos ako. So it was really embarrassing part of it because I've been a lot already. I traveled a lot. You know what I mean? Nakakahiya siya. Ayun.
So, paano mo siya na-overcome?
Well, because I didn't have extra pants, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I actually removed my white pants and then, wash it inside the washroom. So,
Uh,
pinusot ko siya para matanggal siya kasi may sabon naman doon. So I wash it. And then there's actually a hand dryer, right?
Oo.
Inside the girls' room. So dinry ko na lang siya and then wear it again. And then went back to the presentation room. So everyone was looking at me. So wala na. So nakasmile na sila lahat. So parang may gusto sila sabihin na yung mga client ko. Pero siguro nahiya lang sila because they're guys, right? So,
Oo.
nahiya lang silang sabihin na, hala, teka lang. So, they don't know what to do as well because they're Americans. They're actually,
Oo.
ibang lahi sila. So, nung bumalik ako doon, so, nakasmile na sila. So, parang gusto nila sabihin, oh, anong ginawa mo? Ba't natanggal? Hindi lang nila
Magic.
hindi lang nila masabi-sabi. And then, after my presentation, one of the client lumapit sa akin and then told me, sabi niya, oh, what happened? What did you do? Because a while ago I was supposed to approach her, this and that. And I said, yeah, I just discovered it myself. Sabi ko, but you didn't tell me about it. So ayun, yun po yung mga embarrassing moment na nangyari sa buhay ko na talagang hindi ko ina-expect. And sudden, kasi wala akong extra na pants eh. And it was white pants kasi siya. Ayun.
Ayun. So, how about this one? Have you ever had drunk a soda pop, then you laughed and had it come out your nose?
Oh, not that I can remember because I drink moderately eh.
Oo. Ay, talaga? Even
Mm-hmm.
soda? Mm.
Ah, soda, not that I can remember. Wala
Oo.
eh. Oo. Kasi pag umiinom ako, dahan-dahan lang. And siguro dig high or something, pero not na lumabas sa nose ko. Hindi ko pa siya na-experience. Ayun.
Right. How about have you ever had gifted or recycled a gift that was given to you?
Oh yes, yes. Actually, I remember it. It was a birthday of my friend. So wala akong regalo because I was really busy and I don't have time to look for a gift to my friend. So what I did, may niregalo sa akin yung yung friend ko. So, what I did, yung niregalo sa akin ng friend ko, inayos ko lang, pinalitan lang ng paper bag, and then I give it to my another friend. So, kasi wala akong time mamili and I didn't really have time to go for shopping or something like that. So, may binigay sa akin gift. So, yun yung ginawa ko, nirecycle ko na lang siya, binigay ko ulit for as a gift.
sana hindi na sana hindi na bisto, no?
Yeah, it is a different circle of friend naman. So, I guess hindi sila magkakilala. I think it's okay.
Mhm. Have you ever had your cell phone rang at an embarrassing moment?
Oh, yes. Yes, several times. But, okay. Eto, one of the example was, kasi several times na yung madaming beses nakakalimutan kong i-silent yung phone. But during the church, because I was the speaker kasi sa ladies church namin, women's fellowship. So I was the one who told my member to turn off their phone during the during the prayer meeting, during the Bible sharing. But my phone rang, so I was embarrassed because I was the one who told them to shut out your phone and so on. And he was just telling me, "Oh, you're the one who made the rules and regulations, and your phone is it
But
keeps
you're
on
the ones
ringing.
breaking it.
I'm the one who's breaking the rules." Yes. Oh my
Okay,
god.
how about this? Have you ever had climbed a tree or went up on the roof and couldn't get down?
Oh yes, I remembered when I was like 15 or 14. Yeah, kasi mahilig talaga ako. Kasi doon sa farm kasi namin, may farm kasi, yung ano ko kasi, yung biological, for the information of everyone, I have biological father and legal parents. So,
Mm-mm.
yung that time kasi is, may bayabas na marami siyang bunga actually. Excited akong kunin. So alam ko, I know how to climb it. Alam ko paano kunin yung bunga. Kaya lang, nung nasa taas na ako, hindi ko na alam kung paano bumaba. I was shouting, help me, help me. So ang tagal. So, someone rescued me. Naghanap pa ng hagdanan for me to go. For me, actually, na makababa dun sa hagdan, sa bayabas, I was so excited kasi ang daming bunga ng bayabas, right? So, ang sarap, di ba? Pag native na bayabas talaga masarap.
Oo.
So, na sobrang excited ko na makuha yung mga bunga, lahat. Hindi ko na alam kung paano bumaba. Kasi mahirap pala siyang bumaba. Madaling umakyat, mahirap bumaba. So, ayun, siguro, it took like almost an hour para ma-rescue ako kasi sigaw ko ng sigaw. So, naghanap pa ng hagdanan, di ba? So, paano pag walang hagdanan, hindi talaga ako makakababa? My
Eh,
God!
how about this, ma'am? Have you ever had lied to get something cheaper than it was?
Oh, what do you mean? Cheaper for what?
Anything mga bagay na meron ka ganyan.
Oh, what you mean? The question was, can you actually repeat it again? I'm sorry, it's kind of bit
Yeah.
breaking up.
Have you ever had lied to get something cheaper than it was?
Oh, I lied. Lied. Oh, not
Mm-mm.
that I can remember. I never lied when it comes to things kasi. I'm always
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
honest. Wala naman that. Not I can remember, yeah.
Okay, how about this, ma'am? Um, have you ever had kept pictures of you because you felt awkward when looking at it?
Oh, not that I can remember. Kasi I make things, na lang funny. Pagka, like for
Oo.
example, I look like funny in the picture, I look like awkward in the picture, I don't cut it. I just put it as, remembrance or funny things. Ganon. Oo.
Okay. Have you ever had been caught up fooling around by a parent or a sibling?
Oh, caught up. Not that I can remember. Wala naman so far. Kasi
Mm-mm.
I'm the only child kasi. So, wala naman ako
Oo.
masyadong, I grew up, although I have like siblings na biological, pero hindi kasi ako lumaki sa kanila. So, I
Sa
grew up
kanila,
alone.
oo.
Yeah, I grew up alone.
Oo.
Yeah, being
With your
being a
foster parents.
Yes, 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 right.
Mm-mm. Ayun. So, hmm. Last na lang po, ma'am. Have you ever had told someone their zipper was down or their shirt was popping open?
Oh yes. I remember those times. It was my friend's friend. I went to a
Mm-hmm.
party, and then I don't know what happened. His zipper was open, and it's very obvious because I don't know what he did before that. Basta open siya. Basta open siya. And I saw it, and ako kasi hindi ko mapigil minsan yung bibig ko eh. I was really honest. So, dapat hindi ko sinabi, and a lot of people here when I was telling the guy na open yung zipper niya. So, nakita ko kasi open. So, uy, teka lang, open yung zipper mo. Tapos hindi ko siya kilala, diba? So, na-surprise siya. Tapos nahiya siya bigla. tumalikod, tumalikod siya bigla. Tapos na-realize ko, oh no, dapat pala hindi ko sinabi. Kasi ang daming tumawa, ang daming, so feeling ko napahiya siya. So, what I did, kinausap ko siya, oy sir, sorry it was not my intention na sumigaw na bukas yung zipper mo. Kasi first time ko kasi nakakita ng lalaki na bukas yung zipper, and sabi ko, hindi ko kasi alam kung anong gagawin ko. Oh my God.
Ayun. All right. Thank you so much for your honesty, ma'am. And personally, I truly appreciate your honesty. So, to all our viewers, if you have any questions, please drop your questions down below at the comment section. We will definitely ask your questions directly to Ma'am Chrizzie, okay? All of that when we return after this short break.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight, gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. I'm kinda stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I work hard or live at my pace? You're only young once, yeah that's all great, but I also want a future where I'm okay. Living life is doing lots of cocaine. Wait no, it's living with no shame. Wait no, it's sleeping in on Sundays. I guess it's different for each of us and that's okay. Well I just wanna be happy, how to get there? Glad that you asked me. I think it's different for everyone. Some of us need work, others need fun. Some of us need purpose to overcome. But try to do what you love when it's said and done. Cause there's so many differences in each of us. Trust your gut, it can show you what you want. Living life, every day.
All right, we are back with Mrs. Universe Philippines 2021 candidate from Manila. So, yes, we're back with Miss
Yes.
Chrissy. All right. So, guys, do you have any questions right now? All right. So, we have one question from Gerjay Santos Cruz. Mrs. Manila, what is your edge among the other candidates for you to win the crown?
Thank you for that wonderful question. For the information of everyone, Georgie Santos Cruz is my makeup artist. And
Hi.
yeah, she's the one who's gonna do the makeup during the finals in Miss Universe
Mm-mm.
Philippines. Well, thank you for that wonderful question, Georgie. Well, I just really wanna to be myself because everyone else have edge among each other, right? Because I really want to be with myself, do my best, do a
Mhm.
lot of trainings, do my best during the coronation night. Because if you are with yourself, everyone else will follow. Everyone else will do. Just be myself, and everyone else will
Mhm.
follow.
All right. Thank you so much, Georgie, for that question. And a question from Jason Flores about Abaw? Is that Abaw? I think so, Abaw. Yeah, to Mrs. Manila, ready ka na po bang makuha ang Mrs. Universe crown?
Well, yes, of course. Of course, to become an empowered woman, an advocate woman, I'm always
Mhm,
ready in everything. And
mhm,
with all my preparations and with all my stuff that I did, with all the trainings that I did, so I guess yes, I'm ready. I'm very ready. And for the information of everyone, Jason is my staff, and thank you, Jason, for always there supporting me all the way.
All right. Ma'am, if I may ask just a follow-up question to this Jason's question, no? If you're going to rate your readiness to win the crown, can you tell us um, what rate are you in or what percentage are you in? So let's rate it from 1 to 10, 10 being the highest and 1 being the lowest.
I think nine because there
Mm-hmm.
always room for improvement, right? So I don't really want to rate myself as a perfect one because I have a lot of things to improve too.
All right. Thank you so much for that. Georgie Santos, exposure na naman, Besh. Yes, my exposure. So, another question from Georgie Santos Cruz. Mrs. Manila, if hindi ikaw ang mananalo, sino sa ibang kandidata ang sa tingin mong mananalo?
Well, I don't really want to do a comment kasi lahat naman sila they're doing their best to win the crown, right? So, I guess deserve naman namin lahat because we are all empowered women. So, ayun.
Mm-hmm.
So, basta ako, me, myself, gagalingan ko na lang. I do my best. Just be with myself. And I think everyone else will follow during the competition.
All right. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, it's just really very hard to um, to pinpoint or to name or to
Yes.
yeah to name anyone because you are all eligible of winning the
Exactly. Yeah.
Mrs. Universe crown, Mrs. Universe Philippines crown. All right. So any questions, guys? No more na ba? Is that the questions you can only ask? Jerry Clibranda. So the question is, ano po ginawa mong preparations to win the crown?
Oh, well, for the preparations, yeah. First, thank you for my pageant coach, Darwin Vinviaje.
Mhm,
Yeah, my coach Darwin Vinviaje was actually did the training, like walking, on how I
mhm,
could handle myself well during the ramp or the pasarela,
mhm,
and of course with the effort of my designer Lani Liwag, the best designer in town, kasi talagang pinaghirapan ni Mama Lani yung mga national costume ko from day one. So isang buwan talaga niya tinapos yung national costume ko and my gown, talagang kinamay niya sa paggawa para of course to make me feel comfortable, and talaga yung effort ni Mama Lani hindi biro sa mga damit ko na ginawa niya. Thank you, Mama Lani. And aside from that, of course, with my photographer Joel Manikis, he always makes sure na I have a good picture in everything. And makeup artist ko George Cruz, he always makes sure as well that I look good in everything. And of
mhm,
course, with Jason, with the help of Jason sa Facebook marketing ko, talagang he makes sure na may expose talaga ako when it comes to social media. With the help of my fans club, Chrizzie Angel, I think I am
mhm,
very well prepared to get the crown because of you guys. You are my inspiration. And you really want me to win. So ako, yung sa sarili ko, I really want to win as well because of you guys. Dahil sa effort nyo, dahil sa pagmamahal nyo sa akin, dahil sa support ninyo, it makes me feel good.
ayun. Thank you so much sa mga questions, guys. But just continue on asking and we will definitely ask your questions. All right, another question from Georgie. Sige, magsipag lang Georgie ha. May bayad din yan kay Madam. Charot! Mrs. Manila, sa kabila ng pagiging busy mo sa family and businesses mo, minsan mo na bang naisipang mag-back out sa pageant? Oh, this is a very good question, ha?
Well, ako kasi when I entered this pageant, when you
Mhm,
say entering, like this is something like entering into a relationship that you're committed, right? So if you're
mhm,
committed, no matter what ups and no matter what downs, you're still there. right? So
Mm-mm.
medyo take a break ka lang, relax, watch TV or go on shopping or do whatever you want to do, but I won't back out. Because if I'm committed, I'm really committed and 100% of my heart and in my mind I put it.
Okay, there you go. So, walang backing out.
Yes, of
Judge
course.
ka. Judge ka. Sabi niya.
Yeah. Walang pagbaback out. Just like in love, in relationship, diba? So, if you're committed, you're committed. So, walang pagbaback out. Ayun.
Ayun. Thank you. All right, so well closed by George. So any questions pa guys? If you don't have any questions, sayong-sayo na ang corona, Mrs. Manila. All right, if you don't have any question, oh, we still have a question here. What is the best lesson you've learned in this whole experience? What experience are you referring to? Is it on a pageant experience, on a pageant journey, or the whole life experience? Perhaps the pageant journey, Miss Ma'am Chrissy.
Okay.
So,
Thank you for that question, HR Hanley. Well, HR Hanley is my human resource department for my Costec Contact
mhm,
Center business. Thank you for watching and thank you for supporting HR. Well, the question was what was the best lesson I've learned in this whole experience? First, I've learned I've learned that love and time is very important when it comes to
mhm,
family. Because during this pageant, I've been busy a lot and I don't really have time to my kids. I don't really have time for my family. So I've learned to value my family and my children. And second, to help other people as well. Because in this pageant, I've learned to help other people. I've learned to implement my advocacy to other people as well. Although I was doing it when I was 16 still, but this is a continuation. This is a big exposure for what I was doing since way back.
mhm,
And third, of course, to have a patient and everything, because this is during pandemic. Pageant got postponed, pageant got rescheduled, and everything else. So you need to have a patient and a guts to tell your supporters, to tell your family, to make them understand that some of them are complaining why your pageant. Some of my sponsors are complaining it got
mhm,
postponed. It's something like this. But if you have the patient, then everyone else will do. And of course, fourth, to stand in everything, in every decision, to become a leader in every decision that you made in life. Because in this pageant, you need to be very independent. You need to stand your decision because it's not easy. It's not really easy that I'm joining the pageant as the same time I have a businesses to handle. It's not really easy because my time is really divided into it. But because of the leadership that I have in myself, I could really delegate the task to my employees well so that my
mhm.
business can function well without me handling it. And thank you to my staff, HR Hanedy, for helping me to my BPO business, Josel Kalinagan, for always there to handle my business well. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Hanley, for that question. All right, ma'am. We have no more questions right here from the comment section from our viewers. So let's just talk some issues right here that I have prepared. Okay, are you ready with that?
Oh, yes, yes, I'm always ready. But yeah,
Good.
okay.
So I believe you can see this in your on your end right now.
Yes, yes, I can see
All right.
that.
So these are topics actually. So pick a topic. This is actually my favorite. It's pick a topic. Wherein you have six topics on the boxes, and then all you have to do is just pick one box or pick a box that you like best, and then we'll reveal the topic from that box. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So are you ready, ma'am?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. So what's your first pick?
Number three.
Number three. All right. So there you go. Social media. Now, social media, ma'am, is absolutely very broad, right? We have so many things in. We have so many things to talk about in social media. But first off, what can you say about the um, uh, the advent of social media right now?
Okay.
Mm-hmm,
I remember those times that when I was browsing my profile and I saw a lot of black candles, black
mm-hmm,
profile, meaning to say their loved ones is gone.
mm-hmm,
Well, social media, it helps a lot, really, especially in this pandemic, because it's the only way in how you could express your feelings in social media. But of course, we need to use it wisely because some of them got stressed when they see that everyone's family is dying, and some of them, well, it's up to them, or you need to educate people on how to use social media well. The benefits, the advantage of a social media, there would be some advantage of a social media is at first you could actually tell your loved ones that the other people, your friends, that someone is died for this kind of situation, like they got hospitalized or something, to let them people know about the news of their loved ones through social media. Promoting their products in social media, using it for business, one of the
mm-hmm,
advantage also of that. And third, of course, to educate each and every people in the country about the benefits of helping each other, like posting positive quotes, posting positive thing in social media, it helps a lot. But there are also disadvantage of social media, like of course the violence is there, wrong information is there, like fake news is in everywhere in
mm-hmm,
social media. And parental guidance, and of course educating other people is the main role that you should do, like educating them the
mm-hmm.
advantage and disadvantage. And believe me, social media is very useful if you know how to use it.
Right, that's right. I definitely agree with you that social media has its advantage and disadvantages. The advent of it is actually somehow very helpful. It was intended for good, but
Yes,
never it was intended for something that make us bad or to abuse that was already to abuse the use of social media. So it's more of responsibility and accountability. So if I may say, ma'am, is that correct?
exactly, yeah, right,
Mm-hmm.
you're right, sir.
Okay, so what can you say about those things that you can see in social media, where in fact, oh well, let's just name it. It's fake news. How do you filter out this fake news on your account?
Well, I don't really, personally, I don't really want to share, like, if there's someone sharing a news to my news
Mm-hmm,
feed, or someone is sharing me news through personal messages. I don't really want to share it without any further investigations.
mm-hmm,
So what I usually does, I research first if the news is true with the other sources, like in Google and MSN or some other search engine. I really want to make sure that the news that I'm sharing in my own account is true and valid, because I
mm-hmm.
really want to prevent fake news, because it's destroyed the credibility and it destroys the person who's in the news, right?
That's
So,
right.
as the newscaster, as the TV newscaster, reporters on TV 31 and ATC International, I really want to have a true news, like an
Mm-hmm.
accurate news, to tell the people that hey, this is a true news. And I don't really, I'm anti fake news, really. Yeah,
Mm-mm-mm-mm. And yeah, it's actually fact checking is not a actually fact checking is doesn't actually how shall what term should I use for that? Cannot harm us, right?
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's better to fact check than to share something that is not truly verified. Correct, ma'am?
Exactly. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. I don't really want to share like in an
Mm-hmm.
instant if someone would PM me or share it into my wall. I just don't want to share it unless I verify that that
Mm-mm.
information is true and valid.
Mm-mm, that's right. Okay, thank you so much for that, ma'am. We have a question from Jason Flores Abaw. He is asking, what is your secret? Bakit parang di po kayo napapagod? May business po kayo na BPO company, construction company, and hands-on papo kami sa mga anak nyo. So, or papo kayo sa anak nyo. That's what I think what I was trying to say. So, that's the question po. What's your secret? Why
Well,
hindi kayo napapagod?
my secret is that I have a presence of mind. If
Mm-mm.
you have the presence of mind and proper task delegation, I think hindi ka mapapagod because naka-organize ka na for the day eh. So like
Mm-mm.
I do this, I do that. And of course, one of my secrets is eating chocolates to make me feel energized. Oo, kasi aside from being organized and everything, aside from being like a multitasking woman na hindi
Mm-mm.
talaga ako napapagod, everything I do, like I have a presence of mind, I have a target.
Mm-mm.
Kumakain din ako ng napakaraming chocolates. For the information of everyone, chocolate lover talaga ako. So, doon nanggagaling yung energy ko sa chocolate. Pero hindi ako tumataba.
Bongga, sana all, di ba? Well, chocolate, hindi naman kasi lahat ng chocolates nakakataba. So, especially dark chocolates. Dark chocolates are actually very healthy. So, yeah, that is why I love chocolates too.
Wow, pares pa pa. Yeah, dark chocolate's better too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's my favorite po. Yung mga pinakamataas na bitterness. Ganyan.
Wow, talaga po. Well, anyway, papadalhan po kita tomorrow ng dark chocolates para may energize din po kayo. Ayun.
Ganon. Ayun. So thank you so much, Jason, for that question. So let me take a look. We don't have any questions anymore. So let's go back here, ma'am, on our um, pick a topic. So there are suggestions in here, ma'am. Five, four, or one daw.
Oh
So
my God. Sige, I'll take the chance. Five. Five. I'll
five.
try. Five.
Five as suggested by J. Okay, so let's try to reveal that.
Oh my
Are you
God.
sure with
What's
this, by the way?
Oh my God. All right. Sige, go for it. I'll take a chance.
Same-sex marriage.
Oh my God.
Oh, may
Well,
nagalit?
it's a good topic. Same-sex marriage. I'm not really against same-sex
Mhm,
marriage. Of course, I respect the
mhm.
rights of everyone, no matter what kind of inclination, spiritual denominations, or sex
Uh-huh.
belief that they want in life. So I think there's nothing wrong with same-sex marriage as long as you understand each other, you love each other, and you respect each other. That's the main important.
Oh, yes. Do you know of anyone na nagkaroon na ng ano po, ma'am, na or na ikinasal na?
Oh yes, of course. I've been in a gay guy to guy marriage in
Mhm,
Baguio. I was invited with one of my friends. I have a lot of
mhm,
gay friends actually, and yeah, I'm not against that. The most
mhm,
important is that they love each other, respect each other, and trust each other is very important. So, uh, wala po akong comment doon. I'm into it. I respect that.
mm. I think and we all know, ma'am, that religious communities is against same-sex marriage, right?
Yes.
So what can you say about that?
Well, although it's biblical that guy
Mhm,
and boy relationship only, but of course, it's also biblical that you need to love each other, right? Respect each other,
mhm,
and yeah, trust is very important. It's also biblical that you need to love and respect one
mhm.
another, to respect one another. So I guess I'm not against that. I'm okay with that.
Mhm, mhm, mhm. I think on my end naman as if I have to speak about same sex marriage, no,
Mm-hmm.
um considering the disagreement or the disagreement of religious communities. Well, this is basically just like what you have mentioned. This basically scriptural.
Mm-hmm.
So marriage as a term is basically very technical,
Mm-hmm.
wherein it originated from the scriptures as well. So that is
Yeah.
why it's too difficult, or it's too difficult for the religious communities to let go of marriage to be
Mm-hmm.
also taken in the context of same sex.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, practically because when we speak of marriage, there are two purposes of this, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, as a mother, you must know the purposes of marriage. Like first one is to procreate, diba? To procreate with God, wherein in fact, biologically multiply, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
and second one is a union, which is practically the fidelity for the goodness of or for the good of the other. And I
Yes.
think this particular union, this particular purpose, which is unity or union, is also present in same sex. It's just that there is a question on how to procreate. So it is also technical, though, that procreation this time around couldn't only be seen as well in in a biological way, but also it
Mm-hmm.
could be in a form of adoption rather. So I believe that the best term that could be used for same sex union is, yeah, same sex union, or yeah, that could be, I think, the term that could be used in the civil instead of bringing or using the term
Mm-hmm.
marriage.
Exactly. I agree. I
Mm-mm,
agree with you. Yes. Right.
mm-mm. So, medyo mainit yung ganyang usapan.
Yeah, and it's a broad topic
Mm-mm.
that,
Yeah.
most of the religious organization and churches really
Mm-hmm.
disagree about the same-sex marriage.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, and it's a huge topic, but yes, for me, I'm okay. I'm okay with that.
Yes. All right. So, all right, can we move on? All right, let's just move on na lang.
All right, so I'll
Mhm.
try the number one.
Number one. All right, teenage pregnancy.
Oh my God, teenage pregnancy. Okay.
Okay, so teenage pregnancy. What is your opinion on teenage pregnancy right now, mom? Because as of the moment, teenage pregnancy is somehow increasing. Yeah, somehow increasing just based from the statistics that was actually um, released last year from the studies last year. So it was released this year rather. So it shows that teenage pregnancy is significantly increasing. So what's your stand on that, ma'am?
Okay. Well, teenage pregnancy, as known as adolescent pregnancy, right? It
That's
is a
right, ma'am.
pregnancy in female under the age of 20, and it
Mm-hmm.
occurs when you actually have a sexual intercourse with the other, of course, with the male. Well, my
Mm-hmm.
opinion is that to the parents who's they have like a teenager girls. So I think parental guidance is very important. Like, talking to those teenage girls, like, hey, what's going on? What's your problem? Or having a conversation, a small talk conversation, could actually help you to talk to people. Because if
Mm-hmm.
if like a teenager, like, based on what I've noticed, for those
Mm-hmm.
like have a broken family, right? For
Mm-hmm.
those like have like that, mostly they had like a teenage pregnancy. So I guess to those parents, even though your family got separated, you and your husband got
Mm-hmm.
separated, you need to have a time to talk to your children, like telling
Mm-hmm.
them, like a guy or a boy, telling them the value of their value as a person, and educating them as well. And I'm not into that, like, uh telling them that, hey, for those guys, kasi you cannot like please everyone, yung mga teenagers na
That's
lalaki,
right.
na not to do the sex thing. But
Mm-mm.
you need to educate them not to actually, by means of using contraceptives, telling
Mm-mm.
those teenage guys na, hey, if you do intercourse with the other person, I'm telling them, because I'm very open-minded person with that. So darating din naman ako sa time na magiging binata na yung anak ko, and dalaging din na yung anak ko. So, I would educate my children na to use contraceptives kasi it's very important eh. And
Mm-mm.
talking to my children as well, not to engage with teenage pregnancy talaga. Ako, kung babae
Mm-mm.
ang anak ko, hindi ko talaga ini-encourage. Pero pag lalaki kasi ang anak mo, you would say na, mag-use ka ng contraceptives ha, something like that. Pero pag babae kasi yung anak mo, of course, you need to educate your daughter na to of course first kasi ako church person kasi talaga ako, so I'm a Christian,
Mm-mm.
Victory Christian Fellowship. So by that kasi nakaka-consider kasi yung environment, right? So
Mm-mm.
you need to actually tell the children na to go to the church. It's very important na yung environment niya is okay yung mga nakakasama niyang tao,
Mm-mm.
because it's a factor talaga. And second, of course, the family itself. Kailangan kasi pag broken family ka or yung bata na stress sa bahay nyo, the tendency is naghahanap siya ng attention from the other
That's
people.
right. That's right.
Yeah, so kaya
Mm-mm.
nagkakaroon tayo ng teenage pregnancy kasi nakikita niya yung attention sa ibang tao. So, na-feeling niya,
Mm-mm.
naka-comfort siya doon. So, of course, by that, ini-encourage ko yung mga single mom like me to talk to their children and to tell their children, hey, there's something else to do. Like, kasi social media is the number one talaga na nakaka poison ng utak ng mga kabataan. Why not engaging into sports, right?
Mm-mm.
Reading
That's right.
books, yeah, telling
Mm-mm.
your children, let's do some jogging, let's go to the gym, let's play chess or something like, educational things na pwede niyong gawin to talk to
Mm-mm.
your children about it. Kasi the parents has a major role for this.
That's right.
Yung mga parents talaga may pinakamalaking role dito sa teenage pregnancy na to, dahil the environment with the family. And of course, with the people that you've been with, kailangan
Mm-mm.
kasi talaga right environment talaga sa lahat. So, I would encourage, kasi yun yung one of the thing that I need to do, yung to encourage single mom, like single parents, like single dad or single mom, to educate them on how they could educate their child, not to engage in anything like pero I'm open din naman kasi sa mga like anak nila lalaki, kasi alam, guys are a different thing naman na talagang iniisip nila. But of course, by means of educating them sa contraceptive, sa mga guy na lalaking mga anak. And of course, ako, may dalawang babae kasi ako at saka isang lalaking anak. So, I know dadating din ako sa time na ganon. So, ako open ako
Mm-mm.
sa anak kong lalaki as long as he will use the contraceptives. Sa mga babaeng anak ko naman, of course, I will educate them by means of talking to them, having
Mm-mm.
time with them, having bonding with them, so that no, they could prevent the teenage pregnancy na tinatawag natin.
Mm-mm. Yeah, parang it's just really very common, no, to
Yes.
young men that making love or makeup is something like very um, is something like very normal.
Yes. Yeah.
And you mentioned a while ago that parents has or yeah parent or parents have a very significant role on this kind of topic, because as of the moment we cannot deny that sex education is still a taboo here in the Philippines because we are very
Mm-hmm.
contraceptives, right? So I just wanted to ask, ma'am, um, are you for adding sex education into the curriculum of your children?
I think yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think we could educate kasi more and more right now, if you
Mm-hmm.
notice the data, like a
Mm-hmm.
lot of teenage got pregnant when they were 16, 17, 18, below 20. So I guess they could add the sex education as well as one of the curricular. We should be open-minded because in the other countries, they actually add that as their curricular thing,
Mm-hmm.
and they're very open-minded about it. Me personally, as the Mrs.
Mm-hmm.
Universe Philippines, I really want to educate those children, especially the teenage thing, on how they could properly, kasi the more na pinagdadamutan mo kasi sila ng teknolohiya, the more nagiging curious sila, right?
Mm-mm,
So
that's right.
I think kung i-educate mo sila na this will happen pag nagpabuntis ka, this will happen if nag-engage ka sa ganitong bagay. If you would educate them and make it as a subject, siguro yung lahat magiging open na okay, so hindi ako magi-engage sa ganyan kasi ganito ang mangyayari sa akin and so on and so forth. Kasi pag pinagdamutan mo sila like before kasi mga old parents, like old mga siguro mga mother or grandfather natin, they're very conservative. So the tendency is naglalayas, nabubuntis ng maaga yung mga anak because sa sobrang higpit nila. 'Di ba? So the more na
Mm-mm,
pinaghihigpitan mo kasi, the more nakakalampas yan, right? So
mm-mm,
for me, educating and being open with that, I think it's okay.
mm-hmm. And what about, mom, your opinion on the teenagers? How shall I say? Mentality on premarital sex. So the Gen Zs right now is trying to actually normalize premarital sex. Are you for that, or do you have anything to say about it, ma'am?
Well, premarital sex, as a Christian, as a born again Victory Christian Fellowship member, of course, I'm not into, because when I got married, I didn't engage in any premarital sex. I got married with my ex husband, and he's the first. Yeah.
Mm-mm,
So me personally, I was really telling my kids, I will tell my kids, sa mga younger ko na, not to engage in premarital sex really, because not just in my religion, pero belief ko kasi yun eh. You need to
mm-mm,
reserve yourself for someone who will, to be with for a lifetime. You need to
mm-mm,
reserve yourself doon talaga sa tao na you love most. And for me, sex is sacred. And you need to,
mm-mm.
you need to have it in a right person at the right time. Yeah, that's my opinion.
All right. Thank you so much for that, ma'am. And we have a question from Doctora Fashionista. As a matter, as a matter, how would you react if one of your children discloses his or her sexual preference, not that of what he is or she is? Thank you, po, from Mrs. Tourism Philippines KSA 2020.
Hi, Doctora Fashionista, Mrs. Tourism Philippines KSA to 2020. Thank you for the wonderful question. Yes, as a mother of three kids, if one of my kids would tell me that his sexual preference is not what he is or she is, of course, I will, as a mother, I will support. Of course, educating them is very important. But of course, you need to accept also, you need to listen also to your kids why he wants that, or because I do believe that no matter how good parents you are, if
Mm-mm,
you're, because really environment affects the children, or your children itself. So as of being a mother, of course, as long as I did my part, I'm educating them, I'm telling them about this and that. If he didn't listen to me, and if the environment affects them for their sexual preference or something, I would accept it as a mother. I'm a very supportive mother. I could understand my children why
mm-hmm.
they does that, or that's their preference. So I guess I will support them as a mother.
All right. Thank you so much, Doctora Fashionista, for that wonderful question.
Thank you, Doctora Fashionista. Yeah, I love the
All right.
questions.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much, Mom. So, we'll be talking more about your advocacy when we return. So, please, guys, if you have any questions, please just drop your questions down below. All right. So, we will definitely return after this short break.
Thank
All right, we are back with Mrs. Universe Philippines 2021 candidate, Mrs. Chrizzie Escalante from Manila. All right, so
Yes, we're back.
yes, we're back. So, all right, so just like what I have mentioned earlier, Mom, we are going to talk about your advocacy. All right, so can you tell us more about your advocacy, ma'am?
Yes. So, maraming squatter at talagang walang trabaho sa aking bayan, which is the Manila City. My advocacy is in line with our city mayor, of course, is Moreno, to give
Mm-hmm,
home to the homeless and to re-energize Manila, which
mm-hmm,
is rich in culture, heritage, and arts, appreciating its history by cleaning dirty walls, constructing infrastructure, to become the first-rate tourist destination offering more business and job opportunities. Pag may turismo, may negosyo, may trabaho, walang gutom, at may kapayapaan. And I'm thankful because of the help of city officials and private individuals, we're actually giving food to those street children and less fortunate in Manila.
mm. So, you mean, ma'am, you are also somehow give out houses? Is that so? Is that how I
Um,
understood it?
Well, as
Mm-hmm,
a government contractor, of course, bidding for
mm-hmm,
government projects, I really want to. My role is that I really want to make sure that I could have a proper estimates of those materials for those like for the houses. Of course, some of the contractors kasi tinitipid
mm-hmm,
nila just for them to get to to earn more. As a contractor, of course, in line with our city mayor, I was bidding government projects, including that are the housing facilities for those. Indigenous people or to the homeless. So my role as a contractor, of course, is to make sure that kahit walang kita, but to give the proper thing to do, which is to give home to the homeless.
mm-hmm. Mom, if I may ask then, where is this advocacies coming from? How did you get to think about this on working this kind of advocacy?
Well, I'm on hand. I'm working one on one with the city officials, right, in
Mm-hmm,
Manila. So, because I was a government contractor who's doing, bidding in the government, so I saw that there's a lot of misallocation of the budget of the city government,
mm-hmm,
which, of course, may mga bagay na hindi kailangan. They actually put it to bid it in something like people don't use it. But
mm-hmm,
of course, my priority. That's why I come up with. Give home to the homeless like my city mayor did last time when they actually opened the Baseco community
mm-hmm,
for those homeless people. Yeah, so kasi if there's pabahay kasi if the people don't have work, hindi pa rin sila magpa-prosper, right? So you should put in work. Pabahay and then work. That's why pag may turismo. So I was really promoting the city of Manila kasi just of course para if there's turismo, may negosyo. If there's a negosyo in the area, they could have work for those homeless,
mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm.
Kasi
That's
it's
right.
not sapat lang eh. It's not sapat lang when you have or pag may pabahay ka lang sa kanila and then walang work, 'di ba? So
Mm-mm,
saan sila kukuha ng pangkain nila? So still, marami pa ring magnanakaw, marami pa ring krimen, wala pa ring kapayapaan. So that's why my advocacy is that to give home to the homeless and to re-energize Manila so that merong turismo, may negosyo, may trabaho, walang gutom at may kapayapaan. That's my
mm-mm.
advocacy.
All right, thank you so much for that, ma'am. However, ma'am, let me just try to think of this as well. Um, you mentioned earlier that there are a lot of informal settlers in Manila, and we all know that, right?
Yes,
So,
yeah.
and Manila as well has no more that enough space
Mm-hmm.
to somehow for the informal settlers. And the tendency is that when you are going to make houses or make pabahay for these informal settlers, the tendency is that you are bringing them to another location, right? It could be far from the place that they were used to live in, right? So, are you also going to make business on that another relocation area that they're going to have?
Well, that's a very good question. Because knowing in Manila, if
Mm-mm.
you can see, wala na talagang places, right? But hindi lang
Very
natin alam.
condensed. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of lots there, like in the squatter areas, pag-aari ng government yun. So yung
Mm-mm.
yung tinitirhan ng mga informal settlers natin, and some of them sa mga squatters area, hindi talaga yon sa mga nakatira doon. Okay, it's a
Mm-mm.
government owned properties. So that's why our Yorme is Comoreno, they're working in hand in hand na paalisin yung mga informal settlers dun sa area just for them to give proper home. So yun dun kino-construct dun sa mga government owned na lot lang in Manila, kasi there's a lot eh. If you could see the map there, the
Mm-mm.
geographical location, there's a lot of area na pag-aari ng government natin, which
Oh.
hindi lang talaga siya napapansin, because people would think na crowded ang Manila. No, it's not. There's a lot of lot na based on the geographical location. Maraming mga lot, ay maraming pinapabid ngayon si Yorme for the
Mm-mm.
pabahay ng mga taga Manila. So hindi kailangan na i-out sa Manila, but we need to utilize those
Mm.
government-owned land in Manila to put home for those homeless. Which yun yung one of the advocacy of our city mayor, and yun yung binibid ko actually ngayon sa government, sa City Hall din. Of course, to help the city officials, of course, to put in those, yung
Mm.
mga utilize those land na pag-aari ng government in Manila.
Wow, that's nice, huh? Because all the while we thought that all those informal settlers are actually private owned, so that there could be a tendency that these people will be called out to get relocated, di ba? And of course, ganun din, madadala sila sa ibang place and walang work, and then eventually they will go back to Manila and alam mo
Yes,
anong
I
gagawin ulit
understand.
niya.
Yeah, all they need to do is to utilize
Mm-mm.
the area na pag-aari ng government. Yun yung kay Yormi na ginagawa ngayon, to utilize the resources of Manila and the places, the
Mhm.
land acquired by the government.
Mm-mm. And how long you've been working on this, ma'am?
Well, since when I was like, since 2013, I was really, doing contract with the government, like
Mm-mm.
building homes, pabahay, roads, schools, something like that. I've been
Mm.
engaged in several government agencies already, like, not to mention DPWH, Department of
Mm.
Education, Department of Health, and every agencies in the government I've been dealing and I've been bidding.
Wow, that's great, ma'am, and I'm really hoping that this will definitely flourish in time. All right. Okay, so thank you so much, ma'am. All right, so let's try to do some exercises in here, ma'am, that I have prepared. Are you ready, ma'am?
Yes, of course. This question is getting harder and harder. Yes,
Not
yes, I am.
really, ma'am. Not really, ma'am, because we're already in an exercise segment. So this is very simple. Okay. Can you see this in your on your end on your
Yes, yes, I can
screen?
see
All right.
that. Yes.
So it's I call it pick a box because these are absolutely mystery boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, ma'am, before we proceed here, my question si Direct Erwena Arguelles. Ano ang unang project if you bag the crown? If you win the crown, ma'am, or if you win the crown, what will be your first project?
Oh, thank you for the wonderful questions. Mamu Erwena, she's my co-host in Discover and Explore TV31 channel. Well, Mamu Erwena, my first project, if I could bag the crown, is that I will go to Hospicio de San Jose, which is really my charity institution since when I was 16. I
Mm-hmm.
would play with those elders there. I would play with those children there, and like I miss them so much, because right now it's locked down in Hospicio de San Jose. So if I could bag the crown, it's for them, it's for the charity works.
All right. Thank you so much, Director Rowena. So let's proceed to this challenge, ma'am. Okay. So pick a box. These are actually six boxes. In each box, there is a corresponding word or words, po, ma'am. So it could be an easy easy how shall I say, easy category, kako na lang. So it could be in a form of a fast talk that could be answerable with choosing between the two. Okay,
Oh no.
and then just
Okay.
explain. And then it could be also in a form of topic that you can make a comment or give your opinion on a particular topic that we have revealed on these mystery boxes. All right, are we good with
Okay.
that, ma'am?
Oh yes, yes, yes. I'm good with that,
Okay,
sir.
so all you need to do, is pick three boxes one after the other. Okay, so what's your first pick?
I guess number two.
Number two, are you sure with this?
Oh my God! Yes, I'm sure. Wala nang atrasan. Go.
Okay, so it's annulment or divorce.
Okay.
Mhm.
Hmm. Annulment or divorce. Okay, because here in the Philippines, there's no divorce, right? It's an
That's
annulment.
right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think if you're not happy at all, if you know the both partners did have respect at all, if you don't trust each other and you're not happy anymore, I guess it could like free yourself because you only live once and you need to be happy as well. So I think annulment is okay for me.
Okay, I have no further questions on that.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so second pick, ma'am.
I haven't picked the number four, right? So I just go on number four.
Number four. Oh, just the same with a while back. So just pick another, ma'am.
Number six.
Number six. Textbooks or ebooks?
What's that again? Textbooks
Oh,
or
sorry,
ebooks?
ma'am. Yeah. Textbooks or ebooks?
Oh, textbooks. I think it's textbooks. It's actually an old way.
Mm-hmm.
It's an old way. Textbooks is an old way, but I guess you could actually learn more on textbooks because it's written there step by steps. Like yeah,
Yeah.
I guess I'm okay with textbooks.
Mhm. What I love about textbooks is its scent. I just love the scent of it.
Oh yeah, yeah, right.
Ayun. O pa-shoutout daw po pala, ma'am, si Jacobe Lipata.
Oh, hi, Jaja Hako Bilipata. Hello, thank you for the support all the way talaga. Thank you, thank you. Isa sa mga actually kinakapatid ko and one of the fans club talaga na nagsusupport sa akin. Hello.
Ay, iba rin sana lahat may fans club.
Natutuwa nga po ako eh. Nakilala ko lang yun sila sa Facebook and then they form a fans club na. So, I'm happy.
Ayun. Next pick, ma'am. Last one.
Number one po siguro.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Wala nang atrasan.
Oh,
Oh, it's the same
parang,
thing.
no, ma'am, parang napili nyo na to ata.
Oh, and okay. Number two.
Tapos na yung number two, ma'am.
Okay, so which number na hindi ko pa na-pick?
Three po,
Number
ma'am.
three. Number three, okay.
Mainland or island?
Okay, I think mainland. I don't really want to go in an island because I cannot work there. There's no signal. So I think I'm very comfortable with my mainland because I'm a businesswoman. So I think I could work more. It has a signal. I could go to the location that I want to. Nah, I don't
Uh-huh.
want an island.
Alright. Thank you so much, ma'am, for playing with me on that challenges, and thank you for making time with me as well. I know that you are very busy, but still you somehow spared your time with us. All right, or with me rather, and for gracing the live sessions of Pageant Mag Philippines. All right, thank you so much, ma'am. So,
Thank you.
yes, go ahead, ma'am.
I really enjoyed your show. I really enjoyed you as a person. You're such a nice person. And I hope that, this show will go further. I definitely love to go back here again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And if you have any word or would you like to send messages to anyone, ma'am, this is your time for this. Is basically the time for you to send messages to all of them, and at the same time promote your how shall I say, projects, your business, and of course your social media platforms. Oh, by the way, mom,
Okay.
there's one last question here that was asked. Is that okay? What is the most
Sure,
common
sure.
things we could share about even without, with or without a crown?
Okay. Thank you for that wonderful question, Daddy Jess. Yeah, winning the crown or not winning the crown, it's not actually a big deal since I'm still doing my charity work since then when I was 16. And this is just a continuation of what I usually do since then. And the good thing about this is that I could be an advocate to those women and I could empower those women. So for me, having a crown or not having a crown, it's not really important to me as long as I'm doing my advocacy well and as long as I'm in the right track to do it. For me, I'm still like for the people who loves me, for the people who support me, I know I'm still the winner in your eyes, and I'm still gonna do whatever my obligation, of course, in the community, my obligation to my family, my obligation to other people. I will still continue doing it, even without the crown.
All right. Thank you so much, Jesusimo Lipata. So, ma'am, just like what I have mentioned earlier, it's your time to send messages to anyone you would like to address to, promote your projects, your business, and your social media platforms.
Yes, thank you so much. First, of course, I really want to say thank you so much, Sir Francois, for inviting me here. It's an honor for being here in your show. This is so nice, and you are so nice. So,
Thank you.
thank you. And of course, I really want to say thank you to my kids, Alexa Pearl, Sean Timothy, and Yusha Valerie for being there, who really loves me all the way. Of course, to my papu, Sylvan, and Mamo, thank you so much, Mamo and Papu Sylvan in UK and the whole family for always supporting me all the way. To my kasambahay, Ate Susan, Ate Che, Ate Ana, Rodel, and to my secretary, Cha Hernandez, to my driver, Jeric Limbrada, and of course to my Chrizzie Angel Fans Club. Thank you for supporting me all the way. You never fail to support me. And to my assistant, Jason Abaw, Jamail Mangkawan, Jusel Ababa, Shine Lagrisola, to the rest of my fans club family, thank you so much. To my relatives in Iloilo, Tantangan, thank you for supporting me all the way. To my staff, Costic Contact Center family, Josel Kalinagan, HR Hanili, Almendral, thanking you for taking care of my business when I'm not around. To my Discover and Explore family, ATC International, TV31, Direk Arwana Arguelles, Twinkle, Mami Divine, of course, Tito Nel Talavera, JC Live and Mika Lori, thank you for supporting me all the way. To my makeup artist, George Cruz, thank you for making me beautiful always. To my glam team and trainer, Darwin Vinviaje, and to my designer, Lani Liwag, to my photographer, Joel Maniquez. Of course, Sir Ferdinand Abihon, thank you for supporting me all the way. Sir Richard Hinola, and Troy Catan, thank you for being there all the way at my back, supporting me, defending me all the way. Talagang nakakataba kayo ng puso. And talagang nagpapasalamat ako that, I have you all. And I never regret any single of my life na nakilala ko kayo to be with you. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much as well, ma'am, for taking time or for gracing this episode of ours for tonight. And um, thank you as well to your staff. And this show does not end this yet, as of yet, because we also have some people at the backstage who also want to send their words of encouragement for you. Are you ready, ma'am?
Oh my God, who's that? Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, I'm ready. Yeah, I
All
am.
right, here we go.
Hi, Miss Chrizzie.
Oh my God.
Surprise. On
Yeah,
behalf
I'm
of
gonna get
your
surprised.
Caste Contact Center Philippines and GHBR family, we want to wish you good luck. Okay, good luck on your pageant. Please always think that we're all here. We're all here for you. I know that in these times, not really hard for us because COVID hits really hard. And thank you. We admire you for choosing not to give up and for being resilient at all times. We want to see you wearing the crown. We're here for you no matter what, and we all love and support you. Thank you very much, and yes, good luck.
Hi, Miss Chrizzie. Congratulations, and thank you for always taking good care of us. Me and the whole Costa Contact Center family is at 100% support to you. We love you so much. We're really hoping and praying that you bag the title. And we are very much confident that you will really win this year's Mrs. Universe. So let's claim victory, okay? Congratulations in advance, Mrs. Universe 2021. We love you, Miss Chrizzie. Bye!
Ayun, mabuhay. Muli, gusto ko lang sanang batiin ang aking kapatid, Mrs. Universe Philippines Manila, Chrizzie Escalante. Bunso, unang-una sa lahat, maraming salamat sa tiwala at samahan natin na totoo. At alam ko na pagpasok mo dyan, alam kong isa yan sa mga achievement mo at malaking tulong bilang isang babae at isang ina. Mag-ingat ka lagi at hangad ko ang iyong tagumpay at syempre ang iyong kaligayahan. Alam ko naman kung ano mga pinagdaanan mo sa buhay, lalo na ngayon. Pero huwag tayong titigil. Manatili ka lang na nakasampalataya sa taas at hindi ka niya pababayaan. Muli, kita-kita tayo, sister, after nung iyong pageant na yan na Mrs. Universe Philippines, Mrs. Manila. Tintin, I love you, sister. Mahal na mahal kita. Ingat ka lagi. See you soon. God bless.
Hi! Good morning, baby ko. Surprise, hindi mo akalain na makikita mo ako dito ngayon. So, ako, in behalf of Discover and Explore, alam mo naman na ang hangad namin ay lagi ang maging masaya ka at ang mahangat mo lahat ng mga inaasa mo sa iyong buhay, career bilang businesswoman, mother, and of course, artista, broadcaster, anything na hinahangad mo, ay talagang nakasupport ang iyong lahat. In behalf of yung Discover Explore family, talagang ipinagdadasal ka namin. At talagang on September 24, ang lahat ng talagang success, ipinagdadasal talaga namin lahat. So, baby, go, fight. Naniniwala kami sa and we all support you. We love you.
Hello, Madam Chrizzie. Good morning. Bilang iyong pageant trainer, nakitaan kita ng malaking potential para maging big winner or let us say the next Mrs. Universe Philippines. Fast learner, elegante, mahusay, matalino, at higit sa lahat, may mabuting puso. Yan ang makakapagpanalo sa iyo bilang Miss Universe Philippines. See you soon! Magkita-kita po tayo sa Coronation Night. I love you, Madam, and good luck po. God bless always.
Hi, Christine. Thank you for being such a good friend and continue being a blessing to other people. Ituloy mo lang yung ginagawang pagtulong sa mga nangangailangan dahil never naging mali ang pagtulong sa mga nangangailangan.
Dapat ginawa mo siya ng statement.
Sa aming future Mrs. Universe, salamat po ng marami sa lahat ng opportunities na binibigay mo sa amin, sa tiwala, sa pasensya mo. Salamat po.
Ang chismis, hindi ka lang maganda. Napakabait mo pa.
Love ka ng SCS family.
SES! Woo! Woo! Nasaan likod? Nasaan?
Good luck and God bless. Hi po, Madam. Good luck po sa pageant.
Nakakaloka.
Go for the win, Mrs. Universe Manila, Philippines. God bless po.
Oh my God!
Good luck, Ma'am. Mrs. Universe, sana po kayo manalo. We love you.
Mommy, Pupuk Lajet, I love
love you. Mwah, mwah.
Oh my God! Ang cute, cute. Thank you. Oh my God.
All right.
Oh my God, natuwa ako. Oh my God. Talaga, from down to my showbiz friends up until yung mga loved ones ko, natuwa ako doon. Thank you. Sino mga nagbigay ng message doon? Sino ang nag-compile? Natuwa ako. Well, thank you to my staff. Alam ko si Jason ang gumawa nun. But thank you, Jason, for supporting me all the way. Tsaka nagpapasalamat ako. Ang dami-dami nagmamahal sa akin and to support me all the way. Although I've been a lot with, downs and ups. So, thank you talaga. Thank you. Grabe, natuwa ako doon. Nagulat ako. Oh my God. Ang mga tao
Alright.
hindi ko ina-expect nandun. My God.
Ayun, thank you so much, and of course, thank you as well to Jason Abaw. Yeah, did I pronounce it well? Yeah, Jason Abaw. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, to be honest, I asked him to collect those videos, and then I just compiled it myself. So thank you so much.
Wow, Sir Francois, I really appreciate you. I don't know how to thank you, but I would invite you sometimes for a coffee or something if that's okay for you. Just to say thank you so much for what you have done today.
Yeah.
Mo talaga, napaboost mo talaga yung yung self-confidence. Oh, ganun, ganun. but anyway, thank you, and of course to Jason. He's here actually beside me all the time. So, Jason, thank you very much. Bihirang makakita ng ganyang tao na, always there for you through ups and downs. Thank you. And sa lahat ng mga employee ko, grabe, OM Josel, HR, Bro Benson, grabe, nagulat ako talaga. Matt, thank you. Sheila, thank you. Sa mga anak ko, thank you. Ay, grabe talaga. Mama Erwena, thank you. Natuwa talaga ako and nagulat. Thank you. Grabe ka pala, Sir Francois. Nakakatuwa yung show mo. A lots of surprises. Parang himatayin ako dito.
Thank you so much po. Yeah, thank you so much po, ma'am. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you learned from it as well. So, to all our viewers, thank you for being very interactive and proactive, by the way. And I'm hoping that you will continue to support Pageant Mag Philippines. If you are new to our Facebook page, please do like and follow our Facebook page. And also, you can subscribe on our Facebook channel. I'm sorry, YouTube channel rather. You can subscribe and click the bell notification as well so that you will always be notified whenever I upload videos that are pageant related. So thank you so much. And tomorrow, please do watch our live once again tomorrow at 8 p.m. still with another Mrs. Universe Philippines candidate. All right. So see you then tomorrow and good night. God bless you all. Good morning and good afternoon to the rest of the world.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you for watching. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you all.